Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 5, day 2, Mnvl Smite action. I am your host, Skeptor, and joining me on the broadcast is my pal, Friendzone. How are we doing, good sir?
I'm feeling really good today, Scap. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good, and I think that the viewers are going to be doing pretty good when they figure out what we have in store for them. It is quite a treat.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've got Blaine and Big Lake here today. Both of these teams are going 3-0 currently on this season. We have seen Blaine in a couple streams these past couple weeks, but Big Lake is new to MNVL for you guys, so this is going to be quite a show today.
Yeah, the only two remaining undefeated squads in our Smite league. So that is a big time status, right? They are playing for the sole possession of undefeatedness. And I think that is just something to talk about, right? That is proving yourself as the school to look out for, kind of leading up to state. We are on the secondary half of our season, right? On week 5. So big opportunity for both these schools tonight, friend zone.
Yeah, most definitely. Again, with us having seen Blaine the past few weeks, we definitely know what they're capable of. But with Big Lake also being 3-0, this is going to be interesting to see what they do because we haven't seen much from them.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that is a big point, right? Big Lake has not been on stream. That is the one big advantage that I will just kind of hand over to their favor right now, right? If Big Lake has done their research, which I'm assuming they have, being an undefeated squad, they have studied up, they've watched some of these VODs that we kind of keep stowed away in Twitch and YouTube. Right. So they have seen what some of these Blaine compositions have looked like in the past. There's two ways to go about that. There is, kind of counter picking for that or just outright banning some of those gods. So, friend zone, with both those kind of options at hand, what would you kind of prefer to go down?
I would honestly just prefer for them to like really take advantage of what Blaine has done so far.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, with us having weeks of looking at Blaine, there are plenty of counterban opportunities for them to take into account. But Big Lake has what I like to call the ghost advantage. It's kind of like host advantage, but with them not being really known very well and not being seen very much, this could really work out in their favor in the ban phase here.
Yeah, I agree with you. That unknown factor is such a scary thing, especially in a MOBA like Smite. Matchups are key.
Yeah,
and starting things out with the Danzabura for the side of Big Lake.
And then we've got Cthulhu and New Wall over here for Blaine. Now, Danzaburu is normally a pretty, I'd say, closer to high tier Ranger pick. So I'm interested to see what Big Lake do with him today.
Like the Agni as well. I believe one of the first Agnis I've seen or casted in terms of Smite so far. Ooh, the Cleodna. Dude, this is a big one because I remember Master Shake telling us about the buffs that she received. So definitely an exciting pick coming out onto the roster today.
Yeah, this could most definitely push her towards the top tier of picks. And the final band's coming out too. Oh, there's that Surtur. Yep.
And she's got the ability to basically wall walk, right? She can go through walls and stuff. Okay. I remember seeing that, so I'm just pretty sure that assassin category covered up there. The Shiva coming out. This seems, as far as what we've seen from Blaine, Friendzone, I gotta say that this is feeling like a different comp for the most part.
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong.
It's definitely looking a little new here. But I'm expecting it to work out in Blaine's favor. They love mixing it up, as we spoke to in the interview with them. They really love kind of just finding what works, and I think that this trying it out with stuff new, especially against Big Lake, this could really work in their favor.
We have the Atlas closing things out, and I think trying something new is not a bad idea at all, right? We talked about that ghost advantage, talked about having some of that extra or added knowledge about, compositions that Blaine had liked to run, and maybe mixing up the deck is exactly what is ordered. We'll have to see. both teams at 3-0. This is as real as it gets, right? Both teams playing for the number one seed outright right now. So I think a lot riding on this matchup, friend zone. And I think, early game is going to tell a lot as to who is kind of pushing the pen in terms of, leading this dance.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then we got Big Lake over here with the Danzaburou and Ratatasker picks. This is going to be really good for them, kind of not letting Blaine get away if they're ever low on health with both those ults. And then we've also got Atlas, who can use one of his key abilities to just pull everyone back into the fight. So this should be a pretty interesting comp to see them work with today.
Yeah, both comps looking mighty fine, folks. We have to take a minor break as we get that spectator delay underway. But when we come back from that break, we are going to have the matchup of the ages for our Smite League. Don't you go anywhere. Well, actually, get some snacks and get your drinks now while you can, because gameplay is coming up after the break.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
You know we get it poppin' like
Demolishing immortals. No one should be allowed to do it. Alexis taking heads.
Lined up here for Alexis. It's 3K. Sarah moving in. What a flick! Oh my god, Mel's doing it! 3 kills with goodness, are you kidding me, Mel?
Zoya just does it all. Alaric goes, and Noya just does it again.
Never done.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for your patience. We were dealing with a bit of a DC, reconnect, redraft, and now respectator delay. So, without further ado, gameplay will be on your screen in about a minute or so. So, Friendzone and I are going to kick it off for the time being.
Yeah, most definitely. So, Skep, what are you wanting to see from this Blaine team this week? With them being on stream the past few weeks, we've really seen them kind of come in and really obliterate everyone that's standing in their path. So, what do you kind of want to see from them this week?
You know, I mean, they've shown domination just outright in almost every single appearance. Beater has been an absolute savage on the Smite Conquest, and it's been a treat to see. Right, this Blaine squad has really come forth and conquered, and now they meet the counterpart in Big Lake. They haven't been big on stream, but they have done just as much work as Blaine in that 3-0 category. So, you know, it really is that immovable force meets the unbreakable object, right? That's kind of what we got going here. One of these teams will rise and one of them will falter. I just hope that we have an action-packed close matchup here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. This is going to be one heck of a game for sure.
I think the big thing too is you see Big Lake, you know, the Danza Burarata Tosker to me gives vibes of like a poke / kiting team composition. Very annoying characters from a range, right? But it's about keeping range. It's about spacing. It's, you know, avoiding up close confrontation.
Yeah, that's most definitely one of the key things that I love taking advantage of when I play Ratatasker is just it's such a good jungler. His ability to move around the map and help out his teammates in any of the lanes is kind of really unmatched. And then especially that ult with those 2 or 3 tree branches, it can really get you into and out of almost any situation you find yourself in.
Definitely a slippery little rodent. But I mean, dude, Ratatosker's a beast. No disrespect to Ratatosker. I've only gotten whooped. So I understand that, you know, not an easy matchup.
Not at all.
Love the double jungle. Leashing the camps over to each other. Clearing them out. Speeding up the process and sharing XP. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep, said this last week and I believe the week before. I'm really glad that these teams are finally taking advantage of this new camp dragging system that they've implemented.
Yeah, definitely not a bad look here. We're going to be regenning up on the HP. Here we have Ratatosker duking it out. You got the Momo skin from Avatar Last Airbender, so that's a shout out to that. That's just awesome.
I love the crossover Smite has done so far. It's kind of odd to see all the the eclectic mix of things that they have going on.
Yeah, they got a good mix though, for sure. I myself do have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael comic book Loki skin. That's probably my prize skin. Ooh! Ratatosker gonna go down for first blood of this one. And to the Cladona as well. I mean, this is the pick that we were talking about, Friendzone.
Yeah.
With the buff, we might be seeing a potential meta shift. Maybe too early to call that, but we'll see.
Little, but you know, I think Ratatasker definitely thought that this next going up against what Ratatasker just need to be a weak
there
opponent.
You go, though.
There we go, though. Yep.
That trade, that's that jungler mentality. Not even trying to cut you off, but you get taken out by the opposing team's jungler. The first thing on your mind is, man, I got to get that one back.
Yeah, most definitely.
I know from experience.
Yeah, if the jungler gets that level lead, it is.
Ooh, Atlas.
Game over.
I love the jungler. Just junglers butting heads against each other. Some things never change.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Ratatosker starting things out nicely. Not liking that yell. It hurt the eardrums just a bit much.
Just a tad, but you know, Ratatasker got out of there. You know, we're feeling pretty good right now. Hopefully it goes towards a camp. Maybe not. Maybe it looks like he's going to push towards mid and help out the Agni here.
line up a potential gank. We were not expecting it. No, going on too, but going forward, trying to take out Agni will get away safely for now. And Ratatosker having other thoughts.
Yeah, that low mana definitely doesn't really work out in Ratatasker's favor because his base damage is so low, he really does have to rely on his abilities early game.
We have some action down in the duo lane. To be honest, I don't know if I'm much of a fan of that scream either. Poor Ratatosker was dealing with it, and now it's us that are suffering, friend zone. Cleodna's coming after us. Ooh, going for a potential dive onto Atlas. Super low on HP. That was dangerous.
Yeah, but he did get out of there. I applaud that. Looks like he's just going to be kind of
Stay
hanging
up,
out behind
yep.
the tower. Yep.
Good regen, too. Popping some potions. A bit of a tankier god.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We've got Danzaburo here is really good backup.
Ooh,
Oh,
here you go.
dragging him in.
Wow, what a play from the Atlas, man. Just as we're saying it, big time play, and uh-oh, Cleodna in trouble.
My time.
So close yet so far. Ratatosker just needs one little dash.
Timer's got to be up soon, and there it
we
is.
go.
Tower doing some serious damage, but Tosker with the quick recall to base, and actually going up now 2-1 in the solo kill department. So props to Ratatosker.
Yeah, he's definitely taking those one-on-ones against Cleodna very well so far.
Man, you know, and Cleodna getting the better of the early start, and then Ratatosker taking it personal. Atlas, we're back for the drag under tower and disrespecting the Atlas right now. Big Lake are punishing this Blaine squad, friend zone.
Yeah, my goodness, this is just, again, this is one of those big, huge starts for Big Lake, and we're finally seeing someone topple the Blaine empire that has built up over the past few weeks.
Meeting their match, if you will. Knew that we were in for something seeing these two squads loading up on the server today. And right now, Big Lake giving Blaine a run for their money here in the early game. Definitely a long way out from closing anything out, but, you know, at least starting in the right direction is something that you can hope for.
Yeah, most definitely putting up a pretty good fight so far. Looks like the only little bit of tower damage that Big Lake has taken is going to be coming from minions over there in that right lane. But Blaine is sorely kind of losing grip on that left lane there.
Just trying to see how things playing out. Lots of gods stacked over towards this bottom side of things. Tosker getting engaged on, trying to duck out to safety. Cleodna is trying to hunt him down, but now getting chased out in her own right. Tosker going for the ultimate.
Oh, leaves it a bit
Goes
too
in,
much.
misses the DPS. But will not lose his life. So that's, you know, some things you can be thankful for.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes, though.
I like the audacity to go for that play, though. I mean, the confidence is just potent from Big Lake.
Yeah, that low health was not scaring Ratatasker at all.
My goodness. I mean, how many other teams, friend zone, would even fathom a play like that against this Blaine squad from what we've seen so far throughout play, right? Not many. I mean,
No.
definitely going out and meeting this challenge head on.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm loving what Big Lake has brought so far. You know, they're really doing a good job at kind of keeping Blaine, applying those breaks, you know. They're really good at forcing them to kind of stay back and kind of hang and hopefully, like, edge a little bit of the tower damage off. But, I mean, Big Lake is just kind of coming out to be a force to reckon with here.
Lua in a little bit of trouble. But will get under tower safety. Cthulhu getting engaged on. Will pop the ultimate. Tosker will avoid. Cheeky little Momoskin, man. I still can't get over this.
That's great, though.
It's awesome. Cardona clearing over towards this duo lane. Atlas gonna drag him back, lay down some damage, and now the gank coming through. Engage onto Atlas, gonna survive for the time being. And that's that tankiness that we were talking about earlier coming out to play big time.
Yeah, most definitely. Big Lake is trying to kind of capitalize on Blaine's little bit of level difference, but not really though. When you really look at the scoreboard down there.
Oscar, a free flank onto the back line. Nice trade for Cardona. No, they didn't get it actually.
I'm wondering what happened there. Atlas
Wow.
is barely alive. Sheesh.
Survived with a sliver of HP. Big Lake managing to stay out of that vital death range, right? Not giving over that kill. That's crazy, man. Absolutely knowing their limits right now on this Big Lake side.
Yeah, most definitely. That's one of the things I'm really liking that I'm seeing so far, because we're almost 10 minutes into this game. Ratatasker coming in. Normally by now we would see one team just completely stomping the other, but it's a pretty even-sided match so far.
Wow.
Here we go.
Oscar goes for the dive and will get taken out by the tower. So no kill credit going over in favor of Blaine, and that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, if you are gonna die, it's definitely good to have it happen to a tower, because then you're not giving Blaine any sort of rewards from your death.
My goodness, and Tosker absolutely taking that first invade personal here, friend zone. I mean, ever since then, it feels like he's been on a warpath.
Yeah, most definitely. That first death, kind of, I think it personally affected this Ratatasker, honestly. Like,
It did!
He's looking for anything and everything to just claim as his own for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's been putting up some fierce damage. 4 out of the 6 elims so far in this one. And a big reason as to why Big Lake has started off so nicely. But looking at the gold lead a bit in favor of Blaine. It's not much, but, you know, Blaine still showing that they are a dominant squad.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now
Again.
Atlas showing up and having a go. They're just bullying this Cardona.
It's going to escape somehow. Agni tries to come in and do some stuff from behind, but she's just going to dash right on by him.
Get back to her health camp here.
He's going to take it, it looks like. Have a little bit of help coming in. Cardona lives to fight another day.
So, if you had to pick on one thing for Blaine that you wanted them to start improving on right now, what would it be?
Right now, I would say kind of choosing their fights a little bit better. The only one that's really gone down so far is Ratatasker, but Big Lake is doing a really good job of backing up, so I feel like Blaine just needs to sort of bring more of that pressure in to get some kills.
Agni picks that one up, and another one going over in favor of Big Lake. Putting out a statement early game showing so far.
Yep, kills are in favor of Big Lake, sorry, once again, but these couple hundred gold are really working out in favor of Blaine.
There you go.
There goes a kill.
Finally getting their second and getting onto the board here.
Can be behind.
Not a bad look.
Oh. Either way Danzaburo goes, he's going to be trapped, but Shiva is going to back off.
The Tosker sneaking up on the flank. Shiva realizing that positioning a bit behind enemy lines. Now trying to have a go at the Danzabura, but sticking just out of range. As those pesky little Danzaburas seem to manage so easily and effortlessly.
Ooh, fakes the recall. Hang on. Ratatasker comes in from behind, though.
Oh, Tasker. Big opener. And now Shiva running for the hills. Atlas going to drag him on back. Tasker should have the cleanup, and that'll do it. Nice double elim coming out for the side of Big Lake.
Yeah, and big props to Atlas there, coming in with the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Get over here. There is no
Absolutely.
escape at all.
Yeah, you thought you were leaving? I think you take a seat. Hang on out. My buddy Ratatosker's got something to tell you. 9-3 lead here, friend zone. Gold still a bit in favor for Blaine, though.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You know, you think that kill lead would kind of work a little bit more in favor of Big Lake, but the level differences and the gold difference is really not too big for these teams.
That big level 13, 2 level 13s right now for the side of Blaine. Cthulhu and Nua both really kind of, trying to build up. Beater, obviously, not surprising to see him up near the higher levels of the match. An efficient player in his outright.
Yeah, most definitely. And then again with this Ratatasker really coming in and showing off why Tasker is always towards the top tier in Conquest games for being a jungler.
Yeah, absolutely. He's everywhere. I mean, you can't get away from him.
And then see, the interesting thing is over here, we've got this Mulan and Cthulhu having gone at each other for 15 minutes with nothing being said. But here comes Ratatasker to come in and help, hopefully trying to take down this Cthulhu.
Cthulhu pops the ultimate, trying to get out of harm's way. We'll do so for now. Now back onto the Clodona. The usual target, it seems, for this Big Lake squad, as they are not letting this jungler rest on the Blaine side.
Not at all. Those buffs, they are helping, but not by much the way it's looking in this game.
Dude, I still credit the Ratatosker invade setting this Clodona back, and now it is a team effort to sabotage the enemy team jungler. And that's Ratatosker again putting himself up onto that board, his 7th of the game.
Yep, and there we go. The Cthulhu finally falls down. So with him and Mulan over there, should have a pretty decent enough amount of time to hopefully knock some damage into that tower. See, then you look at how aggressive Big Lake is playing.
Trouble for Nua. HP bar dropping dangerously low here, and a bit disrespectful. Nua gonna get punished. Big Lake continuing to run rampant through this map.
Yeah, this Atlas and Tasker combo is really good working out so far, and then Atlas just being able to handle fights on his own too is being really helpful.
Yeah, I love the Atlas duo setup, just dishing them up on a plate for free.
Now, back to what I was saying before that fight, which is Big Lake, with them being this aggressive, they still have really only taken down one tower. But then you look at their front line, and you've got one tower that's almost gone, tower in mid that's halfway down, and it's kind of odd, you know? Because again, the gold lead is...
Big rocket.
Ooh, big rocket indeed.
Zafuro with the one shot. Now Shiva in a bit of trouble. Can they get away from the Atlas? Doesn't seem likely.
There's the pull.
Jim toss him on back. Oh, Shiva though, getting out with that move speed. Not too shabby. You lose one in the process. You don't give over the double kill, so a little bit of a benefit there. But now gold lead starting to shift over. That swap, Big Lake really starting to put on some pressure. Look at the levels now.
Yeah, those two tower drops are definitely going to start putting the hurt onto Blaine here pretty soon.
My goodness, a level 15 Ratatosker now. Absolutely catapulted out ahead of his competition.
Yeah, and everyone he's going up against, he's really good at choosing the lower level fights to take here.
Cthulhu going for a reset. Or teleport, actually. It's my mistake.
Mulan's just going to let him have it, but Mulan is also going to push up to that tower. Danzaburo is coming in to hopefully stop Mulan. But just a couple hits on that tower and it will go down. And there it is.
Yeah. And Zabura getting into the middle of it now. Dropping the HP bar pretty low. And now should be an easy cleanup. And Zabura gonna take care of that. Arbiter doing a great job, and now Cthulhu wreaking havoc. But not for long. Agni gonna take care of that. Now Atlas in the mix, trying to chase down Cladona.
There we go, Cladona walking through the fire giant walls. Escaping through the jungle.
That's the buffs right there. You know, that coming through.
That's...
Escaping harm. Oh, Shiva. Dude, that drag back is awesome from Atlas.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Atlas really knows exactly when to use that because I haven't seen him do it anytime when he's on his own. He's always bringing it back into one or two teammates.
Setting up a teammate. I love that. Good team play coming out from this Big Lake squad, and that is exactly the kind of recipe that you need to whip up if you're going to take out an undefeated squad like Blaine. So far, so good. We'll see if Blaine can try to rev up their engines and match this pressure that Big Lake have been putting on.
Yeah, most definitely. Big Lake has already gotten down the first layer of towers. They're about halfway through the mid tower, and Big Lake is still holding strong. Most of their front line is still there. They're just really working on trying to take these team fights here.
Lulu getting engaged on, and that HP bar drops so quickly. The damage that Big Lake possesses is not to be trifled with, friend zone.
Not at all. And then they're looking right now. They turn around. They see Shiva right there. There's the next target.
Wow. I mean, Dan Zarabura just going to pop that. Way too much damage. And this is, you know, this is where you got to go back now. Blaine switching it up on the composition. So far, not paying out to fruition.
Not really. They have to definitely realize that these 1v1s are just not going to work with the level advantage. So they're going to have to start organizing as a team to try and just pick on one of Big Lake's lone people.
You got to start separating them. You've got to start finding picks. Cthulhu goes into an ultimate here as they are fighting over the Gold Fury. Cladona now hopping into the middle of it, but going to drop very quickly. Ratatosker wasting no time to waste the Cladona. Gold Fury claimed by Big Lake, and now trying to clean up the rest of these Blaine members.
Yeah, Blaine tried to come in, be sneaky with the steal, but it did not work in their favor.
My goodness, it seems like everywhere Blaine go, Big Lake are sure to follow. And wherever Big Lake follow, the Blaine bodies not soon after.
Blaine has definitely met their match here with Big Lake.
And we continue. Chasing them down. Shiva running for the hills. And Big Lake, man, what a showing here in week number 5 so far.
Yeah, I'm loving it. They are just staying on the gas pedal. If there was, it's almost like in a sports car, right? If there was just whatever that top gear is, Big Lake is in it right now.
Absolutely. Rocket from Dan Zabura. Going to drop Cladona down to half HP.
Oof.
Close.
Killing spree.
Tosker onto the killing spree and now putting himself into double digits when it comes down to kills. Now at 10 for the Ratatosker at level 18 as well.
Yep, and this gap is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger because now Big Lake have that gold advantage with the Gold Fury kill. And they still have most of their towers up, which is quite impressive going almost 20 minutes into this, over 20 minutes into this game. My goodness.
At the 22-minute mark, Big Lake working together so nicely. Their team play has been on display for all to see. Cladona finding what she can in the enemy jungle, but Ratatosker so dangerously close. It seems like them meeting up again are inevitable. Tosker gonna get the early engage. Best of luck to Cladona in that one, but We've seen that 1v1 play out a few too many times to know the result is inevitable.
Yep, and there we go. Cthulhu trying to come in and do a little bit of work with this Big Lake team, but not all. It's going to come out. Going to do a bit of damage to Agni.
Big ultimate coming out from Cthulhu. Atlas trying to get back into the mix.
Ratatasker's almost
Very low
max level
HP
here.
Shiva. Oscar got to be looking for that Shiva finish.
Yep,
That's
there we
exactly
go.
what it is. Atlas now trying to help out with the dive. Cthulhu gets credited for the Ratatosker shutdown.
Yep, but there we go. Honestly, this Ratatasker is almost max level. The rest of the team is not far behind. The only real competition they have is the Cthulhu at level 18 here.
Cthulhu stuck between a rock and a hard place now. Goes for the engage. Jonah with backup. Atlas coming over to help out his ally. Should be good. Should be groovy. Here we have it. Pressure is starting to happen. Grouping up towards mid. Trying to take out this tier 2 tower. Lane not giving up yet.
Not at all.
Going for an engage. Very low HP on Cladona. Going on in. Agni gonna pick up the first on to Cthulhu.
Ulan moves
Very
out.
low HP. Gets out safely.
And there we go, just
Oh my
ganging up.
goodness. Look at this
my.
Denzabura hopping off. Bing, bing, bing. Rockets in your face. And that never feels good.
Not at all. That is no escape right there. There was no
High
way.
explosives. Dude. High explosives. Danger. Keep out of the reach of children.
All right, Skep. Well, I've explained my thoughts on what I think Blaine needs to do to come back into this game, sort of take the lead back. What do you think Blaine can do?
We need guerrilla warfare, friend zone. I need to start seeing some guerrilla warfare coming out of Blaine. They just keep finding themselves taking these grouped up team fights where the numbers are even, and frankly, that is never a world where they are going to find the way back into the game. They have to create an odd man situation. They got to team up 3-on-1. I don't care what it takes. You got to catch somebody out pushing up a little bit far with no backup, right? And you gotta find it on one of these lower HP targets. Wherever Atlas goes, I mean, look at the kill spread, right? Atlas and Ratatosker are the main problems, it really seems, causing mayhem wherever they are. So Blaine got to try to create havoc elsewhere.
And that's the thing. I feel like most of that is really going to come from just luck. Because Big Lake has not really given anyone a chance to take 1v1 fights. And if there
Right.
is, it's not far away for another teammate
Not
to
for
be.
long. An ally is close nearby, and now starting things out. Primal Fury takes one out, and now Big Lake are wiping Blaine off of the map. Cladona on the run. And my goodness, friend zone, things only swaying more in favor of this Big Lake squad.
Yep, Cladona tried to come in and do some damage under the Gold Fury, seeing if she could take it on her own, but just left the rest of the team in mid, and now they're all gone.
Should be a cleanup for this side of Big Lake. Again, gonna take out the Primal Fury now. And I mean, dude, things looking good for this blue squad.
Little grim for the red, but then again, it is Smite. The game is not over yet.
Indeed. As long as the Titan still stands. Let's pull Cladona in, thinking about a bit of an engage. Gets knocked up from Shiva for the time being. And trying to push up now on this solo lane, attacking the tower. Nobody over to defend. Mulan working that. But the TP from Cthulhu to save that. So, denying any pressure, but immediate fighting on the opposite end. Cthulhu goes to cover the base, and Big Lake wastes no time engaging onto the Blaine squad.
Yeah, this is not looking good. This Atlas just has such a massive health pool that you can't really go for him at all.
No, I mean, this is looking like the Atlas we all know. The World Ender. I mean, dude, anybody who meets this Atlas's path has not survived to tell the tale. Maybe Cthulhu, but in a 1 versus 4, you don't fancy his chances.
Tries to ult to do a little bit of damage, but it's not going to work out. Agni's going to claim the kill, and the tower is going to go down here.
Another level 20 arises from the ashes, and now Friend Zone sights set towards a fire giant. Maybe. Yes.
Definitely.
Very well paid coming out from Big Lake. Very well played.
Yep, they're really just sitting here doing everything they can, capitalizing on every little Blaine fault that we've seen so far.
And now with Blaine really facing down this squad, fire giant buffed and all. It's got to be scratching the back of their heads, you know, thinking about, wow, I mean, dude, all from that early game, you know, Ratatosker's early leads, the advantages that they created, and have been in control ever since.
Yeah, most definitely. There are maybe 1 or 2 things that Blaine could do right now, but it all just really comes back to just winning those team fights and catching Big Lake off guard, which it looks like they're not really giving Blaine the chance to do it all this game.
That really doesn't seem like it. Ratatosker running into a couple gods from the opposing squad. Gonna opt to fall back for now. Team up with the Atlas before moving forward.
Power duo coming at you.
They really are, man. Squad goals. This Atlas and Ratatosker.
Just easy work of the Pyromancer there. Cthulhu tries to come in.
Goes for the ultimate up close, but that HP bar, dude, is so misleading because my goodness, did that thing get evaporated. The damage that this squad possesses is far too much. The flank is in. Ratatosker and Atlas moving in for the kill.
And here we go, Ratatosker.
We're gonna make easy prey. Gonna pick up Cladona as well. And it is all but over. Just a few signings on the dotted lines, it seems, for Big Lake, man. This has been an absolute just mission from the start to finish.
Yeah, most definitely. This is
And now looking for the end.
here we go.
Titan not going to be long for this world.
Whole team is down.
Going to think about defending. Probably not, as this one is all but done. Big Lake show up to week 5. They come in and they absolutely leave no question as to who resides atop the Smite tier list. As of today, I mean, dude, what a game from Big Lake.
Yeah, what a game indeed. You know, going into this, I was thinking that Blaine would put up much more of a fight. And again, it just really started off kind of looking good in their favor, but that Ratatasker lead was just kind of really what started the beginning of the end for this Blaine team.
Yeah, man. Once Ratatosker kicked it into high gear, it seemed like Cladona got a little slap in the fight early, and that made Ratatosker very angry, which led to, I mean, we all saw it, man. What a performance from the Big Lake squad. They now move up to 4-0 record-wise, and Blaine dropped to 3-1, so still a formidable foe. I'm sure this is not the last meeting we will see of these two squads, and, you know, a lot of these teams are very solid teams, right? Once they get these leads, they know how to close out. And, you know, it can look misleading. It can look like Blaine was in a mismatch, but I'm sure the next time these two squads go at it, Blaine will have a much better understanding of what they're going up against.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. They had some tough competition with that Tasker and Atlas power combo there. And again, with them not really being able to catch Big Lake off guard, it kind of really worked against them the whole game.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree with you more. We are going to go ahead and figure out an interview for you guys because I'm sure that Friend Zone and myself both want to break down that big win for Big Lake as they are now the only undefeated squad in our Smite League. So props and a little bit of a golf clap to them for the time being. 4-0 is an impressive feat, but only time will tell if they can keep that record. Folks, we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, an interviewee with a Big Lake player.
Here at Concordia St. Paul, you will have the opportunity to earn a degree, make lifelong friendships, and play a game you love on an esports scholarship. For more information, visit csp.edu/esports.
You know we get it poppin' like.
Demolishing immortals. No one should be allowed to do it. Alexis taking heads.
Lined up here for Alexis. It's 3 kills. Sarah moving in. What a flick! Oh my god, Mel's doing it! 3 kills with goodness, are you kidding me, Mel?
Noya just does it all. Alaric goes, and Noya just does it again.
Never done.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the interview portion of our stream, and we are joined by the Arbiter, the Danzabura player. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Pretty good game in my opinion, but
Heck yeah. Pretty good is something to say about it. You guys just popped off.
yeah. I coming into this match, I kind of thought, I saw some of their gameplay on the stream before, I think, and I was thinking, these we might have a close game. All of us were kind of going in with the mindset of, this might not end well for us, but.
You know what's awesome, Arbiter? I wanted to tell you, my first question for you was going to be, did you guys do your homework? Did you do some VOD reviews? So the fact that you come in and you tell me the first thing that you were doing was your homework and you were studying up on your opponent, that deserves a little golf clap from you. All right. That's awesome work. That's what you love to see. And that's, I think, a big portion and a reason of why your guys' success played out the way it did today. You guys had a heck of a game and your team play was on 10, to say the least. This is one of the most impressive performances we've seen yet, right? Because Blaine has been the real deal so far. They've dismantled most teams, and I think you guys had a very solid performance. So well-deserved, and you guys should get some food together in celebration maybe after this interview.
Yeah, we should. Thank you for the, all the commendation, but I am kind of saddened that one of their people disconnected, but because I feel like it would have been a lot closer, and it's they could have won, because we were kind of a little bit chaotic, like in chaos at the beginning, but
the good thing about this here, Arbiter, is the fact that this is not going to be the only time you guys play, right? So It is what it is for the time being. You guys get the better of the first meeting, but just know that this is just the starting of the story between Big Lake and Blaine. Friend Zone, I want to dish it over to you. What kind of questions do you have for my man Arbiter?
Yeah, most definitely. This is so with you saying it was kind of chaos in the beginning. You guys definitely tightened up ship throughout the game. So I was wondering who was leading the comms and what they were looking like, because you guys were really good at coordinating as a team and sort of stopping Blaine from really having any man advantage in any fight.
So usually it tends to be Sir Radish. He tends to be our team leader, despite me being captain. He knows a lot more stuff than all of us combined. And I'd actually say that, like, he's one of the best Smite players that I've played with. But he basically leads everything, or at least most of everything.
It's awesome. I mean, your guys' team play, like Friendzone said, was definitely on point. So it seems like you guys are well coordinated, led well, and seem to be following that same page. Arbiter, I've got one more question for you, and I wanted to ask, what is your guys' plan to continue to improve for the remainder of the season? That way you guys can set yourself up in the best position to walk away this season Smite champs.
Just play the game more and learn, evolve with our characters, because two of the people on our team, they touched the game first like a week before, and with Sir Radish, he's been kind of nurturing them along the way, and
helping them out.
Yeah, I'm not too like well versed into Smite, but I do know like how to play Danza, and that's kind of it. But
dude, your Danza popped off.
Yeah.
Hard work pays off.
Yeah, thank you. He's like the only class I can play is Hunter, so kind of fall into that, but yeah.
Arbiter, I want to give you've been an awesome interviewee. I want to give you this last little bit of time. Any shout outs for friends, family, teammates, whatever you got, coaches, this is your time, my friend.
All right. I want to shout out my friend Nate. He's not on the team, but I started playing Smite with him years ago.
Yep.
He taught me how to play this game. I also want to shout
Awesome.
out my team members. You know, wouldn't be here without them. Let's just say, but yeah, they're wonderful guys to work with, and I think we're gonna get pretty far in this tournament. I hope, but
Yeah. I mean, with a performance like that, if you guys can keep it up, Arbiter, I think you guys are for sure going to be a team to look out for. So be prepared for other teams to be doing their homework on you guys now, because you currently sit atop the Smite rankings, man. You guys are the real deal. So congratulations again. And yeah, go enjoy yourself. I hope you guys have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, what a classy guy. Arbiter in this Big Lake squad, man. That's what we love to see. Friend Zone, what an awesome game. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good looking forward at this. You know, going in, we knew it was going to be a good matchup. We knew it was going to be a really good game. And Big Lake just showed up and showed out the whole time.
Absolutely, man. You know, besides the first blood going the way of Cladona, that was the one big advantage that Blaine had. I mean, they managed to keep it even. They had a gold lead for a little bit, but other than that, I mean, the kills, the team play, and everything else flowing the way of Big Lake as they improve to 4-0. What a showing, folks. That is going to be it for our Tuesday broadcast. If you want to see myself and Friend Zone again, we are going to be back here again tomorrow at 5, kicking things off with Valorant. It is going to be action-packed, and you're not going to want to miss it, folks. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. We will see you all very soon. So stay safe. Catch you tomorrow.